With the kind of renaissance of clones and Middle Eastern kind of styles into the American and Europe markets, things have really changed quite significantly when it comes to buying affordable fragrance. I always advocate for buying the original because my outlook on it is the journey is sometimes better than the destination. Getting the hard to obtain thing is a lot better than the easy to grab solution. I'm Nate, welcome to the channel. I have a bunch of fragrances here, a bunch of different kind of clones, and also kind of some designery freshy, and then a like nice warm vanilla one here, but I got a plethora of here. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to get your opinion on this. What are some awesome cheap fragrances that people can look into? You might help somebody out. We're gonna start it off with His Confessions. This is from Lattafa, and this is a warm vanilla amber fragrance. It is a bit powdery, coming from Iris, and this has like a nice benzoin vanilla tonka bean kind of mix in here to give it such richness. It is a vanilla fragrance, so you would wear this in the fall time and the winter time. It has a touch of a incensey kind of quality, a nice warm patchouli in the base, a nice warm wood in the base, but it is pretty fresh. You have a nice base based around lavender and mandarin, a very clean approach here. The iris is very dominant in here. This is a nice floral, powdery kind of iris. It's very familiar to Dior Homme Intense. It's in that kind of same ballpark at that warm, nice, vanillic, cozy, and also very sophisticated smell. You get a little bit of a spicy vanilla kind of iris kind of smell in here with this nice smoky quality in the base. And this also lasts for quite significant amount of time. I get a lot of great performance from this. I'm not worried about longevity when I'm wearing this either. It's like sprayed on in the morning and it lasts through the workday, or if you spray it on at like maybe 5 o'clock, you're gonna last all the way till probably midnight with it. All right, the next one is Artisan Pure by John Varvatos. This is a citrus fragrance. It's very aromatic and fresh. It's like a herbal kind of smell as well. You get this nice green character coming from petitgrain, and this also kind of like almost basil-like character, but it is mainly dominant in the citrus department. You have lemon, mandarin orange, bergamot, plethora of other ones. There is a thyme nuance in here, giving it kind of this earthy herbal kind of facet to this. It definitely dries down pretty, musky, woody, but it's very nice and pleasant. This isn't an over-dominant woody fragrance. It's much more of a clean citrus aromatic and almost borderline orange blossom kind of smell, but there is no orange blossom listed. It just comes across in that kind of pleasant way. There's a beautiful ginger to, fresh spicy this up a little bit. The quality in John Varvatos is absolutely stellar, and you gotta try it out if you have not tried it. It's just one of the best that you can pick up, and cheap too. It's pretty affordable. All right, the next one is Tarathi Blue by Afnan. This is a citrus fragrance as well. This one has a little bit of a woody, musky kind of smell to it as well. A very nice clean musk. It's a very pleasant overall approach here. Lemon, grapefruit in here, but there's a nice musk that comes across super clean, very like almost fabric softener kind of cleanness. There's a nice amberwood kind of smell in here, touch of a spicy element coming from like nutmeg, elamine, and cardamom to kind of like just spicing it up a little bit, but it's not an over dominant spice, just hidden underway. This is mainly a citrus musky fragrance. It smells so absolutely incredible. This is like signature scent worthy. It's almost kind of like a shower jelly musky kind of smell in such a elegant way that doesn't smell like $7 body wash. It dries down to a nice woody musky smell with a nice freshness coming from all of those different citruses. Excellent fragrance here, definitely worth a pickup. Tarathi Blue could be like a signature scent kind of worthy fragrance. It has that cleanness and the muskiness that just like smells good in every occasion, to a date, to a party, to a business event. It can be done anywhere. All right, another two from Offnon. We have 9 p.m. and 9 p.m. Rebel. Let's talk about the original first here. This is a very beautiful kind of vanilla kind of fragrance. It's very sweet. This is an overdominant sweet fragrance. The one thing I really love about this fragrance is the apple and orange blossom mixed with a lavender nuance in here to give it such a freshness, cleanness, but the vanilla and the tonka bean in here give it such sweetness. There's a touch of a cinnamon character to kind of spicy up that vanilla to really make it a nice spice underlaying all that sweet vanilla. A nice patchouli character in here, a nice warm woody facet, but it's a mainly fresh, beautiful aromatic kind of fragrance. It's fruity, it's sweet. There's a touch of a minty kind of quality in here to give it such richness and such fresh cleanness, almost like breath mint kind of quality. I find that there's a little bit of a sage kind of character in here as well, like a touch of a green earthy sage kind of character in here. Not overdone in any regards, but it has such cleanness. This one is excellent, but I would actually suggest the new 9 p.m. Rebel. This is a fruity kind of sweet kind of fragrance. It's dominant in the oak moss, and it's also dominant in this pineapple accord, kind of familiar to Nishane's Hashavat. In the top, it's this juicy, citrusy pineapple accord in here. And there's also a Granny Smith apple to mix with that pineapple to give this such a fresh blast, sweet blast in the opening. There's a touch of a vanilla kind of character in here to sweeten up all of those different fruity aspects in here. This one dries down to this like nice warm ambroxan, warm wood kind of smell with this heavy dominance in the oak moss. And this thing has a lot of musk in it too. This is a very fresh and clean kind of musk, very fabric softener kind of cleanness, sweetness throughout the life of this fragrance. It's one of the best. I mean, both Offnons are really excellent. They are so well done here. You're not going to really be offended by both of them, but just know that they're both very sweet. I would say my personal favorite is the Rebel one, but you know, the original one is so, you know, I wanted to add this one on the list, but I had this one up on the shelf and I just told myself, it's like, the original is excellent too. I mean, you can pick up the original and smell incredible for cheap. All right, let's talk about my favorite vanilla fragrance of all time, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. This is a highly rated fragrance from me and across the internet too. This is a warm amber vanilla and this nice smoky quality with a touch of woods in here to give it kind of this warm woods kind of smell. This is so well done. The vanilla and the benzoin in here mixed with this incense quality gives this such a smoky vanilla kind of vibe here. And throughout the life of the fragrance, you have this nice wood base that's just, it just weighs everything down and it just makes it very masculine and pleasing. There is a touch of a jasmine kind of quality in here, and the jasmine really just makes this thing very airy, very fresh, clean, and you know, I pick up a little bit more of the jasmine than a lot of people do, but I love it. I think it works so well. Very unisex. It's not an overly dominant masculine fragrance whatsoever. This can be worn both female and male. The citrus quality in here is nice. It just freshens everything up, but it's not an over dominant citrus fragrance at all. There's bergamot in here, and that's all that is listed. The main things, it's vanilla, benzoin, and wood kind of fragrance with a warm, seductive, smoky aspect that's just delectable. I talk about it a lot and it's well deserved. All right, another one from Lattafa. This is Liam, and this is a woody, warm, spicy kind of fragrance. It is a bit powdery. It's stemming from iris, which is predominant in here. This is mainly a vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka bean kind of mix in here, in the base, in the deep dry down, and it's so excellent. It's super nice. I get a ton of ambroxan from this fragrance as well, so it definitely lasts for a long time and it projects off very, very nicely. The spices in here are actually really well done. It's mainly a cardamom heavy fragrance. You have a lot of like other little nuances in here. I find that there's like a touch of a classic Elamine nutmeg kind of mix to just spicy everything up, but it's mainly a cardamom spice in here. There's a fig and black tea to really freshen up this whole fragrance, and a citrus combo in here. I'm not really sure what it is, but it kind of just feels like an abundance of bergamot. It's not like a noticeable citrus in here, but I feel like there is a touch of a citrus that is going on in here. This one is mainly a tea fragrance, tea and fig fragrance. In the top and through the mid, it's just a very fresh and clean kind of mix in here with a warm, spicy touch to this. And then it dries down to a nice woody tonka bean kind of mix in here. This is really well done, and I would highly encourage you to try this one out. It's pretty unisex. It's not an over-dominant masculine fragrance whatsoever, but I find that this one has such class and such sophistication to it that it should not be slept on. And I've been guilty of sleeping on it. I made like a Lattafa video like a few months back, I think a month ago, and I forgot to add it onto the list. It's one of the best Lattafas that has ever come out of Lattafa, in my opinion, and I feel ashamed for not including it. So this is my homage, this is my humble apology to Liam. So take with that what you will. All right, let's talk about I Breeze Pour Homme from Rasasi. This is the same company who makes Hawas, and I feel like this one is done a touch better than Hawas. So this one has a base note of neroli. So if you do not jam with neroli, I would say stay away from it. But it's a very fresh and clean aquatic fragrance in here with a ginger note that is just divine. And it's got this sweet bergamot character, almost kind of like this fruity kind of sweetness in here. Lavender dominant in here as well. This is a clean fragrance through and through. If you're looking for a gym scent, look no further. This is all you need. This is a fresh aquatic, beautiful citrus in here, a nice warm, spicy kind of ginger note in here, and then this neroli lavender mix in here to kind of green it up a little bit, freshen it up. It has a very like Cologne kind of feel to it. It has this kind of Invictus Aqua kind of style to it, you know, aquatic bubblegum kind of smell. But it is so good for the summertime and the springtime that it has such like easy wear to it. Like you can spray this on and go anywhere. Like it's almost in the same kind of ballpark as like YSL-Y, you know, or Invictus Aqua, that kind of realm of things. Sweet, marine, aquatic, love it. All right, the next one I want to talk about is CK All, and this is a fresh and clean through and through, nice white floral kind of fragrance. This has grapefruit blossom in here, which is just incredible. Lily and jasmine and freesia kind of balance out everything. There is a unique rhubarb smell in here, which kind of gives it kind of this fresh citrusy kind of quality, but it's a white floral, heavy citrus, and this nice clean kind of fabric softener musk. I would highly recommend just spraying your whole wardrobe in this because you're just gonna smell very fresh and very clean, like almost like white linens. This one doesn't really last all that long. I get right around 5 hours with it, so take with that what you will, but the amount of compliments that this thing can pull in is incredible. All you need is a fresh and clean, like this one, to just do everything and live your life. I picked up this big bottle. This is a 7 ounce, 6.7 ounce bottle for like 30 bucks or 20 bucks or something like that at Burlington Coat Factory, or I think they changed their name. But yeah, you can pick this one up. Very affordable price, very clean, very aesthetic, and nice white floral touch in here that I just love. It's almost similar to like orange blossom, that kind of thing. I think they have it listed as grapefruit blossom. But yeah, easy wear, stupid reach. I love it. Let's talk about Rayhan Elixir. This is a heavy vanilla fragrance. It's got an overabundance of like this nice warm amber kind of feel. And the amber is like this vanilla benzoin kind of mix. So it's that kind of amber. It's not like ambroxan amber. This one has a nice minty accord in here with this lavender mixture in here. A very fresh and clean base here. And then this tonka bean vanilla kind of mix in here is just incredible. Clean, sophisticated, and it's very, very sweet. This is very similar to Jean Paul Gaultier's La Malle Elixir, which has that kind of tobacco honey kind of mix in here. And you do find that in here. It comes across that way, definitely. Whatever you find in the original, you're gonna find here. It's pretty much identical. And this one actually lasts a little bit longer. They're both kind of very projecting, very loud and very performative fragrances here, so you're not going to find much difference, but This one is like a fraction of the price, and it's absolutely amazing. It's kind of grown on me. I bought it a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it's really grown on me significantly. I've been wearing this one a little bit, and I actually find it's really nice. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite releases of this year. This is Mont Blanc's Legend Blue. This is a lavender mint fragrance in the top, but it mostly dries down to this nice woody, kind of mossy kind of smell, which has just elegance written all over it. It kind of smells like if you took Percival from Parfums de Marly and mixed in a little bit of Sedley in here and just kind of like richened everything up a little bit. This is clean, it's fresh, it's got a nice ambroxan, musky kind of quality in here that comes across as like this cologne kind of vibe, but it's mostly a fresh and clean fragrance. It's so well done in here. There's a touch of a violet kind of thing going on, but overall it's a lavender mint fragrance that's just clean and aromatic. Really lovely stuff here. I think that this one is so underrated. One of the best releases of the year, I think. They really killed it with this fragrance. Decent performance on it as well for a fresh and clean kind of fragrance. Nice musky, fresh, spicy. I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what are some excellent cheapy fragrances that somebody needs to know about. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.